I'm Daniel, this is Ashville, and today it's time for an update on the new yard. We have a new site next door with a 50-year lease. This is our old yard, and this is our new one. Now, this has changed the dynamic of the business entirely. However, it is going to take considerable expense to get the site operational and for us to make the move. Whether you're moving home or your business, relocating is one of the most stressful and expensive undertakings. The Ashville group of companies is based within the construction sector, which amplifies the difficulty of any move. When we secured the new site, we put a plan in place which took into account our current and our future requirements. At first, we removed all the vegetation from the site so we could gain an understanding of the terrain and state of the existing track. Then we carried out a number of surveys such as topographical and underground utilities to have a better picture of the levels and services within the site. The track work was pretty straightforward, so we removed the existing and started on a new layout right away, which reused the existing rails and sleepers. Unfortunately, nothing else in the new yard is going to be that simple. Firstly, we knew we had to upgrade the incoming electrical infrastructure for our grand plans, but we didn't budget on it costing £250,000, which we worked out once we added the price of the new incoming supply and the equipment needed to connect to it. The trouble with this, while we're waiting for the quotation, we do not know exactly where the cable would be coming in, so we can't lay any of our ducks. It could be here, could be here, it could be here, it could be here, it could be here. When we did get the quotation, we were informed that the new incoming power would be somewhere around here. However, the provider would not run the cable until all of our electrical infrastructure was in place, so they could just step in and connect to it. As we didn't budget for this, we currently don't have the resources to do it, which means that our big bits of kit, like the cement silo and the bagging plant, currently cannot be powered. And our future plans for a concrete batch plant and workshop hang in the balance. That's one challenge of many. Here's another one. A number of our contractors and suppliers have given us price increases, and a number of our clients are facing financial difficulty and not paying us. Generally, the market is down, and with the election looming, a lot of projects which are about to begin have now been put on hold. We are trying to self-fund this work, which means that we need to be busy enough to have surplus revenue to reinvest. Do you see my problem? Talking about it isn't going to change anything, and the problems aren't going to fix themselves. So we have a plan of action which we're going to put in place today. We have a number of offices and storage units which are part of our plans for the new yard. We're going to take all of these and put them into storage to create as much space as possible so we can operate and continue the infrastructure work. While it's not ideal, creating space will make moving items going into the new yard immediately a lot easier. In the storage yard, it's not as simple as just offloading. We need to place all the items from back to front, estimating in which order we may need them so they're not trapped. And we need to ensure that a lorry with a crane can pull up alongside and lift. Now it's back to the new yard to explain the plan of action. Our proposed long-term plans are going to need to take a step back for the time being. We need to look at the yard as a blank canvas once again and create a safe, operational depot on the smallest footprint possible. We're going to cut back the vegetation in this area and make concrete pads and stack all of our offices and storage containers right here. We're going to put jersey barriers in front to keep pedestrians safe and another row of jersey barriers on this side, and cars will park here. Over here, we will have the weighbridge, the wheel wash, our cement silo, water tanks, and the bagging plant. So operationally, we'll be stacked across this side, and all our office and storage will be right here. Now everything is going to be connected temporarily, so we can leave as much space as possible to operate and do the infrastructure work in the rest of the yard. Now you know we don't have enough electric in order to power our bigger bits of kit, but luckily the generator has been fired up, tested and commissioned, so that will sit with the bigger bits of kit over here. Basically, we just need to move in and be able to operate safely without obstructing any of the infrastructure work. And realistically, it's probably going to take about 2 years to implement all of our proposed plans. But we need to continue to push the business forward on a day-to-day basis, irrespective of how unpretty it looks, in order to make our dreams a reality. Things don't always go according to plan. Sometimes survival is success. And treading water is not the same thing as drowning. What's important is how you evolve and adapt to overcome your challenges. Now we have a new plan, which is not as glamorous as the last one, but as I said previously, Rome was not built in a day, and nor will the new Ashville yard. Stay tuned for more new yard updates.